everyone, it's time for more Anno 1800. Well, last time I did a lot of work to make sure that we can do what we need to do. So for example, over in the New World in Manola, I wanted to do more fertilizer, but I didn't really want to do it here. I mean, I have this area here, but I don't really want it around the entrance. But what I noticed is that, yes, we have an area over here that we can utilize for that very reason. So that is what we have done here. We now have... Oh, bloody hell, the game is gonna have to think a bit, apparently. What are we thinking about, game? Are we cool? It always worries me when the game does this. There we go, we got it in the end. So basically 2 more fertilizer works here with the 7 alpaca farms. So they're gonna be producing a whole lot more fertilizer, which is lovely. That is one thing. Over in Cape Trelawney, we did a little bit of work around the place, like I'm producing a little bit more furs from doing this thing, and I realize, I mean, you are fine. Yes, you are fine, so it's okay. You, I don't know why are you complaining? Output storage full, right? Because no one's actually picked up from there. These are medium. Why are they only medium? They should be large. There we go. Good. So we did that, moving around a few bits and pieces everywhere, but yeah, that is largely what we did. Also, more beef production, because we were lacking beef. We're not lacking beef anymore, I think, between the Crown Falls and Kairuth. No, basically where we need to be. Cool. So I think that for the most part we're fine, and I was talking about potentially doing the old town thing in this episode, but I think we should actually focus on the palace. I think we should focus on the palace, and I also don't think that the palace should be over here. I think the palace should be maybe, just maybe, down here-ish. I'm thinking. So I was looking at where can the World Fair be, and I was looking at over here. This is not impossible. I'm gonna say that that is what we're gonna do. So what I was looking at, I have been looking at a few images of the palace, or rather how the palace can look like. And I think I have a few ideas that could prove to be interesting. And I was talking about maybe doing an L-shaped palace, which is a bit weird. You don't really see it, but it could be interesting. Because then we can sort of incorporate the bank into the design, which could be kind of cool. But the point is, the palace has a bunch of cool policies that you can utilize, but they need to be in range of things. And currently, where it sits right now, it doesn't really reach anywhere. But the way that you do it is you build these palace wing pieces, and then it increases. And I don't know if it is set to 3 tiles out, but if it is 150 tiles out, it's quite far.
Ship under attack.
But is this... oh, no, it is not. That is... Is that a flamethrower monitor I see on the horizon? It is. And also, hold on, where are we? Wait, where is my... Oh, you were the first one. Okay, fine. Ooh, you were actually going... Okay. Where was that? Hold on. Who did I... Oh, no, we're in this part of the world. Okay, hold on. Where the hell were you? Where the hell were you? You're going there. Okay, hold on. So you come around here. Yes, because you are sort of coming around here, right? Is that it? Yes. So you attack that. I mean, I know that you are going toward, presumably, this island, I should say. So if we actually go with you guys to here and here, that could be good. Anyway, what I was about to say is that, yes, if we just move this building down to here-ish, I mean, all of a sudden, everything is fine. Now, it doesn't mean that I mean, the current design of all of this, I was about to say, ooh, can I do something with this? But I can. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. I can do something here. See, this train track here, while it is being used right now, is actually not needed. Is it? Because they come from here, they go in here to get to that one, and then from there they want to go over here, which is, I suppose, a smart thing, to have a connection from there to there, so they don't have to go, like, back all the way. But then on the other hand, do I care that much that they do that? Okay. Because if I can have that area for, let's say, more investors, that could be interesting. Do I want to do... I was also actually literally thinking about moving the whole botanical garden somewhere else. Like, let's say, have the botanical garden here. Instead of the World Fair here. And then we can shift some stuff around here. Maybe we could have the train tracks coming down here, and then all of a sudden we would have a lot of space here. Maybe even move this somewhere else completely. Like, let's say, here. It wouldn't fit here with the current setup because of that one, because that needs the train tracks. Or do I have that here? Like, if I were to, I mean, the good thing is I've done a very square thing here, which is that if I bring this entire thing, I could easily fit that in here. You know what? Okay, we're gonna do a big old thing. I know that you've been sitting here for... You know what, we're not gonna remove it, because aluminium is expensive, etc. You just sit over there for a while. I'm gonna do this, and I'm probably gonna regret it, but hey-ho, let's have a look if this is not a thing we can do. Right, because what I'm thinking then is that, do we sit you right on that? No, I think we have one space. Actually, I think we have there. There we go, I've decided. So, obviously, I'm gonna have... Not... Did that even happen? It happened because there is a tree there. Get rid of the tree. We have a road coming up there. We have a road there, and I was thinking maybe we do something like that. And we'll fix that later, don't worry. In fact, I'm gonna remove that one. And I'm gonna say we can do this to be... that needs to be sort of there, I think. If you look at the road thing here. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. You are a university, right? Which is a... No, it's fine.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
Investigation level 2. I'm gonna just say no to everything that isn't a 3 level. But yes, engineers. We might actually have more engineers here. So you know what, that's fine. So with that in place, we are gonna pick up... Is this the Temper Crow? Yes. That's just gonna happen, by the way. It's gonna keep being good and then not good. So I'm gonna do just this thing around all of this. Down to here. I know that this is now looking a bit weird, actually. Okay, you know what? Don't know if I'm gonna like this, but I'm gonna do it, which is to do that. Like, does it have to go in there? I don't know. But there we go. So now we can do something there. And what happened here now? This happened. So what we're gonna do now is we are not gonna just flat out replace, rather, sorry, delete, remove, and etc, etc. We're gonna actually properly build out this. There, and we're just gonna have this keep going, I think. Yes. So you're gonna get removed. Right, I have to do like a bit of a weird thing here. Or do I? Or could this extend here instead, and not here? You still have the... You still need the... Okay, hold on. What if I do... What if I do this? What if we grab... Not you, apparently. That's a gate. What if we drag you? Then we have train track, nothing, train track. So that won't work. We can't just extend that, because then this road is not going to be where it needs to be. Well, we're going to have to delete a whole bunch of stuff here just to have a chance to understand what it is that we need to do. So I suppose what we are going to have to do is simply continue this thing here, but we're going to give ourselves a bit of space, I'm thinking. So we do this, we give ourselves some space here too. So this now comes all the way over here into there. Then we take the railway, which is going to come down here, into here, from here, and we do the crossing. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, right. More trees. Oh, there we go. And we obviously need to paint that back in, so don't forget about that. We do that. I haven't really done... Ah, no. I've done crossings there. Cool. So we do a crossing here, we do a crossing here. Oh,
Really,
something's sunk here. You are the flamethrower monitor. Let's go on the attack on you. Glad I remember that. There we go. So now we need to pick you, which is going to come there, and then we're going to extend all the way down there into here. And
Ship
that
under
is
attack.
connected. You know what? I am going to want to check this. Oh, that is a different thing. Yeah, you follow that guy. Okay, Trelawney, I think I should actually look at this. What are you? You're just you. Okay, well, at some point... Can I? Nah, I'm not really close enough for that. Okay, we do have some ships now. I do need to be a little bit, but you are... I have no idea where you're going, so that's going to be fine. So back to Cape Trelawney, and yeah, we need to make sure that you don't return home. Are you actually going... Oh, are you going to go to Mbesa? If you're going to Mbesa, I'm going to be annoyed at you. Shoot at it. I don't think you can, but you sort of could. Ah, not close enough. I think you are actually leaving for Mbesa. We're gonna follow you to begin with, though. Yeah, see, he's actually... Oh? Okay, hold on. He is... What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? Okay, well, now we have him in our sights.
A bit rough around the fringes.
Okay, oh. We have sunk that
Are
guy.
you finally embracing a
think.
just cause?
Oh, there we go.
Battle deck to attention.
Yes, you are supposed to be. Where are you supposed to be? You're supposed to do
Commencing war
that.
patrol.
Back to Cape Trelawney. What are we doing here? We are doing good work. We are doing good work. You don't reach
Production
there.
has stopped.
There we go. That should be it. Lovely. He sort of just gave up there at the end. I like it. So there we go. You come there. You come here.
Commencing war
That.
patrol.
Good. Right. Back to building. So now that we have done that, we can remove that. Yes. Hold on. I need to think about this, because what I've done now is to say that you're not going to go here at all, I think. I think that's what I've said. Right. We'll see. So let's start deleting all of this, all of that. You know what, we'll delete that a little bit. I need to delete trees. All of the trees. This whole thing, that whole thing, more trees, I think. Yes, there we go. Gates. Is there a gate there? Did we need gates there? I don't know, but we have this now, so we're just gonna drag you down, drag you up. It looks a little bit weird here, I give you that, but there we go. So, with that, we have a bit of space to just do, I think, you know what? I'm not gonna overcomplicate things just here. I'm gonna do that. Trees go back in. All the way over there. Over here. Love. Oh, actually, we don't want trees here, I think. Or at least not these trees. There we go. Pick that up. You go there. So now, in order for them to get down here, they simply just go straight forward here and down into these two. And from there,
Ship
they
under
don't
attack.
have to go anywhere. Oh, that's just there. They don't have to go anywhere. From here, they can just go back. But of course, we are ultimately also gonna need, because you reach here, we are gonna need something else, presumably about here-ish. I'm thinking. How far away can we get? See, the point is, we have a good thing in here, which comes from labor welfare, I think. Yes. Hold on. Yes, 50 plus 15 area of influence for power plants that are connected to... does it say? No, exactly. All streets in range of the palace. If I now move this down and expand it, etc., etc., these ranges are also going to increase. 15, that's quite a lot. So, yeah, I think we're going to be fine. You are currently lacking, though, however, power. But hopefully someone is coming. Do we have? I think we potentially have oil. No, but we are... No, that's also not oil. Where are all my oil ships? Well, there is oil incoming. There is over 1,000 oil incoming. I have also added more ships lately, so hopefully shouldn't run out too much about oil, so to speak. Anyway, yeah, because you do have oil over here. We do have oil in Adam Falls, and also buyback shares. We do have oil at Adam Falls. I know about that. Yes, we had it. Ah, right. See, we do have a reason to build out Adam Falls. We might do that in the next episode. Yes. I did Gristle before, now we do want to build out Adam Falls as well. Now, you... I don't want you here. So I was looking at here. And it is the case that you... I don't think you fit. As it is right now, you don't fit. And also, it's not like terribly synced up. Well, actually, you know what? Looking at the bank, it's actually symmetrical with the bank. It's just this area is symmetrical. Can we do anything about that? I mean, I suppose we could just remove... I mean, if we just remove this all together, like that one. Like if I why would that matter? I'm not sure, but it felt like it mattered. If I grab you now, see, now we're looking solid there, but now we have this situation because this bank doesn't need to be here now that I think about it. Hold on.
I see no floor.
The engineers, they do... Oh, right, no, sorry, they do want the bank. The bank stretches quite far, though. I could absolutely shift it about. Now I feel kind of bad about this being here. Now I kind of want this to be even further away. But I don't want to be too
Ship
far
under
away.
attack.
Okay, where's this? That is a base
Battle
up.
cruiser ready.
He has again just sent a ship in here for God knows what reason. At least it wasn't a flamethrower monitor, eh? Okay, I'm gonna do this now. I am gonna start by literally deleting all of this. I have grown bored of it, and I am gonna plant trees along the line here. So we know that that is a thing. Now, could I get away with... Okay, if I, let's say, take this and have it here. These are
Is it
all
wrong
artisans.
to
You
want
don't
more?
want a bank. No, so that's fine. if you
Ship
are
under attack.
here, is that is there, no problem. Bloody war. Can I just get rid of it at some point? If I have you here, that absolutely fits, right? Or no, it actually does. It actually not reach all the way to the yeah, but it wasn't that the case already. Now that I think about it, no, you do actually reach those. What about the university? And could I shift this one? If we look at the university, is that artisan? Yes. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. If you sit here, that seems to be eminently reasonable. Okay, we can do this then. We can do this then. We can actually, if I just do... What are you covering exactly? Not 100% sure what you're covering, to be honest. Well, possibly the variety theater, yes. But anyway, pick up all of this. Actually have it here instead. That should be fine. We can grab you, just shift you up. We grab you. How would I want this now if we have it like this? We should have it like that.
Ship under attack.
That's fine. And here we...
Ship under attack.
For the love of God, where is this now? That is worse. Where are we now? We are in... Oh, hello.
Die.
Yes, would you like to just shoot at that guy? Thank you. Kaboom. There we go. A licensed blunted bone saw. I don't know why I keep having that on my person. There we go. You're gonna be destroyed. Lovely. What I'm thinking here is actually... the entrance is... there on this occasion. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we take this guy, we have you down here instead, but... what we'll do is this. Aha! We can do something different here. Let's go and find the path thingamabob. We'll have that there. See? That's kind of lovely. And of course, these needs to be... oh, you're not gonna want to do that, are you? Nope. Okay, we need to know what we need to do. I don't know why you can't properly... properly... what am I saying?
Should know.
Okay. Rotate these pieces. That's a little bit silly, I think. You know what? You know what we'll do? We'll do that. I shall bring you over here. Like so. Delete, delete. Regular road, regular road. There we go. And
Ship
you,
under
no,
attack.
you can't be straight, sadly, like that.
To your stations.
Okay, have another
A flicker of hope.
flamethrower monitor. So we need to
Production has
Come on,
stopped.
Israel.
bring in our friend here. I can sit sort of here-ish. See what we can do.
Battle
Can we get
cruiser
rid of this
ready.
guy before it arrives at port? It's gonna be tricky, because there's at least 2 more shots here. Yep. Oh, very much so.
Commencing
Sit here
warpath
for
zone.
now, and we'll try to have a remembering of that, so to speak. There we go. We did some work there, made that look a little bit nicer. And you know what? How about we have some stalls here from the amusement park? How about an ice cream stand? And a cotton candy stand. Look, that's kind of lovely. There we go. Did that. So now what we can do is we can move the bank over here. We need to remove. I know that I know that I've in the past at least not wanted, or rather that I have wanted to have some space with regards to trees, etc. It'll have to be this way. So we want the bank to... It's actually gonna... You know what? It can sit like this, I think. Don't have to have the space, as a matter of fact, which means that I can do that. And then we'll have these coming along the side here. And I'll get to beautification and stuff like that later. But all of that just to make sure that you can be moved down here. And now we want a bit of space and a bit of space more, etc, etc. So do I want this to sort of cover the entire thing? I'm gonna place you there for now, and if I do that, no problem with power. You can get more power there. Go to the new world. We need to make sure that the flamethrower monitor
To your stations.
doesn't get any funky ideas. Are you gonna do what I told you to do, or are you gonna be a bloody idiot? I think you actually did what I told you to do. So on this occasion, good job. You can come closer. In fact, what if you sort of come down there? Sometimes they do leave here and they sort of go that direction. I'm not sure why, but it has happened several times, so let's be prepared for that. And of course, any of these can kill that one by themselves, but we'll see what you do. Which should happen at any point in time now, because you are healed up. So surely the AI is gonna say, yes, we are ready to rock. I just almost tempted to take out Fever Town as well, but for now we're fine. Yeah, see, all healed up, ready to go, and guess where he goes? Yes, right over here. Okay, well, that means that we are just gonna go and we're gonna throw that overboard, because that actually does slow us down. 31 tons of anything is 31 tons of everything, or anything. So, yes, that will slow us down. So now we can just deal with this guy as he makes his way over here. So we just sort of plot the same route. Do we actually... When the hell did I get major fires? But when did that happen? But okay.
I hope I can gradually
Okay,
see
she just keeps
change.
buying shares. It's a sheep island, so I understand why. If I build it up, it's actually not going to be as cheap, so we could absolutely do that. Or rather, we will do that, don't worry. It's a lovely lake here. Like that. Right, one more attack, and flamethrower monitor is dead. Should have been one more attack, but apparently we're gonna do 2 more attacks. It's fine. There we go. Thank you. I'm not even gonna bother looking at whatever the hell it is that you had. You are indeed gonna be patrolling back here. And you commence the war patrol over there. Good, good, good. And back to Cape London. So you are currently lacking engineers. What the hell happened with the engineers? Hold on. Why? Is it medicine? Why did we suddenly plummet 1,000 engineers? Why is it saying go? What was it actually? Medicine? Hold on. Because we are shipping medicine. Medicine to Crown Falls. That's true. Cargo's not being traded. What are you doing? Oh, you have ice cream on you. Hold on. Okay. Also, you have been shot at some point, apparently. Okay. You are... I'm not gonna... I'm gonna have to try to remember this. Campione. You're gonna have to get rid of the ice cream. I didn't think about that. I was about to say, do I go back? I mean, we're sitting at a decent amount of medicines. Like, that's not an issue. We're actually not sitting at that much. Okay, hold on. Is that a thing that we need to do? Medicine, oh, right, yes, we would like to create more medicine. Right. Yes, we do need... Okay, and you know what? I am gonna do this. I have decided that you are gonna return to here. But, more medicine, you say? I will do that somewhere. Is it a Breros? Where the hell did we get medicine from? City Hospital, here we go. Well, if nothing else, from here. Right. Medicine. Where have I done that? I have done that... Where? Because we have one, right? One medicine somewhere. Where are we producing medicine? Over here, apparently. Okay. Well, that was a cute place to create medicine. Like, right out by the forest, so to speak. That's fine. You do that. We do a tiny little road, so you have access to that. And now we need to look at the ethanol production. Because that's going to have to have gone up now. Oh, we are producing a fair amount of that. That is fine. And if we look at herbs, absolutely fine. Orchids, absolutely fine, because that is what went in that. Yes, we are sitting at 500, 600. Only one ethanol, though. But we shouldn't be sitting at only one ethanol, because we're... Oh, okay, we're not overproducing that much, but we are overproducing. I know. It's fine. We'll deal with it. Don't worry. Okay. See, I can do more ethanol. That's true. I have one right here. You know what? How about we add one more? I know that increases my need for wood, but I have done this now, by the way. I have from old to new. I have a whole bunch of these being loaded in Porta de Squin, so no I don't, because apparently I have now emptied the storages of wood here, which is fine. Let's get back. Oh, am I actually fresh out of wood? I very much am. Okay, that's fine. We can set some basic wood production up. I'm actually reminded now that that is what I was thinking about doing in this very episode, and I have completely forgotten about it.
Ship under attack.
Here? Really? Okay, well, follow that guy and shoot at it. Getting help from Alonso. Very nice. Vicente. This is Alonso. That's good. Keep attacking. Should go down in no time, really. And it's also going into where I have some guns, I think. But not much. Like, that was very stupid of you to just sort of waltz past here. Oh, poor little schooner. That's fine. We're gonna shoot at you here. Bam. There we go. Back to patrolling this little thing here. And back to world. Yes. They love me. No. I was here for a reason. So, I was here for a reason. Let's set up even more wood production. So, we're going to start by doing, and this is what I was actually thinking about potentially for Adam Falls. As a matter of fact, like literally this could be a thing that Adam Falls needs to do. Just a whole bunch of wood production. So, we're going to do that, and then this road to come through here, and a small warehouse.
An
just to have
explosion
it out.
in one of your factories.
Why? It's a long time ago since that happened. I do not have windows here. Okay, we need to prep a delivery here. We have a cargo ship. You need to get over here.
In the turn.
begin the turn indeed. So these are gonna plant a forest. You know what? This whole place looks ugly. We're gonna have mixed trees. Is it mixed trees that we get from these, actually? Hold on. No, it's deciduous, right? Or is it mixed? I mean, I do see... Yeah, I think it's mixed. If I do that, but I can't. I think it's actually mixed. What we're gonna do is we're gonna paint. Paint. There we go. Paint this whole area right here. There we go. Bunch of trees. So there we go. We have a slightly increased wood production now. Because, yeah, we have been, as a matter of fact, tanking our wood situation. Oops. Where are you, by the way? Somewhere. But anyway, yes, wood production. Might be that Adam Falls is going to be the wood island. And I have no problem with that. They're really only supposed to be a whole lot, about a whole lot of people for the regional mail. So why don't they do a bit of woodworking, so to speak? Now, yeah, see, we're actually fresh out of wood for this place, so that's why you are not working, which is why we're not getting any medicine, which is terribly bad. If you just dump... Are we filled up on ice cream? Is that true? Okay, well, fine, then we just have to dump it. You are gonna pick up medicine though, even though I know that we are slightly running out of it, but there we go, you need to do that. Hopefully you don't... You're full up, so you don't really need to go to up here. And you're not. Good. Okay, well... more wood, basically. More wood. And, you know what? How about we actually go back to Old World and port this way? So can I do even more? Do I have... I can do some spots here and there, I suppose. Where are we on coal here? Do I need that much? Wait. No, I don't have coal here. Are we shipping coal here? Coal 2, no. No coal. Fine. You get to do your dirty business, so to speak. You have the hunting cabins, which are actually maxing out right now. Why is that? You know what? We need to... it's maxing out because we don't have the cotton here. Bloody hell. I haven't really bothered with this place in quite some time, but now apparently I need to bother. So this guy, here we go. Here's a point, I suppose. Well, first and foremost, you. Yes, I know. Chill out. Bring that, but also go over here. Well, actually, how many do we have? No, we have no steel beams here. How about you actually take some of those steel beams? That's a level 2. I do have my current expedition, by the way. Standing attention, so to speak. Hold on, didn't I have... I do have one. You. I know that you're supposed to potentially do stuff here. Right. This was one of the places that was supposed to deliver wood. Right, here we go. That's a point. So you are not going to be able to do that, which means that we are going to go to Cape Trelawney. We're going to grab... I don't have any ships here. Why do I not have any ships here? What are we looking at for influence? How much is that? Only 3. Let's just do 4 more. Wow. Everything is sort of happened at the same time here, didn't it? Because we are not shipping any wood here. No. So we need to produce another 2 new from Grizzle, specifically. We have it here. We have it. Grizzle, accept, create new, trade route, Grizzle 3. And we're going to add the thing. New world, you was it. from Gristle to Manola. We're gonna pick up wood. I'm gonna start by literally only picking up wood to begin with. There we go. I see. I had done stuff. Who was being attacked? I was over there. Yes, I had plans. See, I was doing things. So you're gonna come here. You are gonna pick up a truckload of wood. So now you guys can start working again. That is true. I did that. I also did the coconut oil. We are seemingly... No, we're not. Hold on. Coconut oil. Wait. No, right. You are picking up from both Gristle and Fantasia. How are we doing on everything here? We're still... Are we maxing out on this? We are very much maxing out on sugar. You are still producing. You have full output storage. That's fine. We have full output storage on corn. As well as plantains. As well as ponchos. And ponchos... we're shipping out alpaca wool here. Hold on. Gristle. This guy. Yeah, you're picking up in Fantasia over to Gristle and then you sell it. Which is nice, by the way. Didn't you just do that? Or are you actually waiting to... Yep, you are waiting to sell here. By the way, we are looking also for items here, not sugar. But like... Is that one that I care... Is... I think... Didn't I care about that guy? Hold on. I'm gonna grab you. Thank you.
We would welcome.
Do you wanna see how much money we make from just alpaca wool and beef?
Under attack.
I'd like to see this. Not if it takes too long though. I could actually buy also a cargo ship here. How much were you? 300? You know what? Deal. There we go. I have another cargo ship. Good. 7,000. Not much, but it helps us with the fertilizer production. So, we can get work clothes, which we don't really need. Charcoal kilns can produce caoutchouc. We also don't really need that, but you can sit with the podologist there. But... And that is a corn farm. Do we... How's the corn situation here? Like, is there a problem with corn here? No, not really a problem with corn at all. But we could actually look at this. Corn, we are shipping... We are already shipping corn from Gayati to Manola from... Yeah, but this one... Could see... No shipping of thing. It's fine. You know what? You're gonna have to... I mean, we could, I suppose, sell a bit of corn.
Ship under
That's
attack.
not impossible. Like, why not? We are back in base, apparently. Where the hell are my ships? I forgot about this. Where even are you? Ah, well, where the... Hold on, where the hell are you? You're down here. Okay, you followed someone a bit. Yes. Bloody hell, you did a good work there. Back to New World. So I could set up even more. I could set up even more trade, just to alleviate even more here. But we don't need to alleviate that much. No. Have you arrived to deliver the wood, by the way? I don't know. But we're at least producing more medicine now. Did you? Oh, you are sitting at some camphor wax. I mean, I would assume that you go here, maybe? Where do we have the wood ship? You? No, you have not arrived yet. Bloody hell. You're going here. By the way, again, just ship. Oh, the oil harbor is not doing too hot here. How are we looking at oil in total? That's not where you look at that. You look at that here. Production, all islands oil. Severely underproducing again. Okay. Yeah, I think we have a plan for the next episode. Adam Falls needs to be boosted up because it has got to start producing oil for Manola, sorry, not Manola, for Crown Falls. Right. Again, wrong place. If we look at oil, specifically in New World, we should be fine, right? Yeah, that is looking fine. It's just as soon as we add our lovely Crown Falls, it just goes kaboom. Okay. More items coming in. Good, good, good. The question is, I think, like, can we do anything else? I'm doing as many oil things as I can here, I think. Because I am utilizing, yes, I'm utilizing not all. You know, I have a straggler there. What does it feel like I have? Hold on. Right, and a straggler there. Yeah, I have a few stragglers, basically. Feels like I'm missing one, though. Like, we have that guy. We have that guy.
Yes, drown my pathetic sailors.
There's 13. Hold on. Yes, someone else has been sunk in Embasa. We shall place my ships where they're supposed to be.
Churning water, Admiral.
Here. I am basically maxing out on oil, aren't I? We are utilizing this place. We're utilizing all of them here. You don't have any. You don't have any. If we look at New World, we have this island, which is using not all of them. So I mean, I could have one more, but whatever, I think. It's a little bit whatever. So that's you. We looked at you. You have 11. We are utilizing not that one, but we are utilizing the remaining
A competitor's
ones.
island is under siege.
You don't have any. Right. Garden of Sin. Hello. That's a lot of oil. Okay. Okay. What do we need to do that? We need a whole bunch of stuff. This is interesting. Oil refinery. We need to build, ideally. It's gonna have to be 2. Yeah, we're gonna have to have one sitting here. And that blocks in both directions. That doesn't work anyway. So we need you there, and then we can have, because you cover all of those, which means that if I have another one, we would like to cover, and that one, bloody annoying bastard, is right in the way. So we either have these 3 or these 3. So why don't we just do that then? So for that, and then you, that one. You need what to build? 10, 10, and 50, 65. You have the concrete, not all of it. And you need 60.
A bold new expedition.
That one I'll take. Another rescue though, not the most interesting. So, yeah. 10 windows, concrete, about, well, several hundreds really in steel, because obviously we need to build the oil harbor as well, right next by to here. And in order to do this, by the way, that requires 75. That's good. Oh, it's actually fewer people. That's lovely. So this can be literally a oil island as well. Well, that is very sinful. Okay, you know what? We can leave Anno Falls for now, because if we can set this up, it'll be good. But what we'll do is basically, where the hell am I? I'm supposed to be down here. You're supposed to pick up 2 of those, ship that to New World and Manola. No problem getting out of here, unless you are a bastard. No, you're just a clipper, not a bastard. We're gonna deliver this here, like so. You can just come back here, and guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna add 4 more of those. Lovely. Elite magnet now. Where does that? Where do we see that? It's not. It is there. Movement speed 25. That is lovely.
An influence
by the way, influence. Before we end the episode, because I think I will end the episode in just a few moments, we are gonna start off a new one of these. Now, I did not do well last time. You know what? We're struggling a bit with that as well. If I do that, costumes should be fine. Yeah, all of this should really be fine. All of this should be fine. I'm hoping. So you have that on the way. And this is just going up and down, up and down, up and down, it feels like. But that is largely because of the medicine, I think. I think that is literally what we're struggling with. We're struggling with fur coats. Some bloody reason. Right, I was also looking at linen. Holy hell. I'm gonna end the episode in just a few moments. But yes, no, not linen. Wool?
Workforce shortage.
Yes, no. I know about that. Hold on.
Ship under attack.
Not the time. Okay, thank you. That's just there. Hold on.
Always harder with someone at your shoulder.
Harden, not wool. Harden. Harden to old. This guy, Santa Maria. You must have already, or rather, just no. Actually, okay, you're on your way back. So what I'm thinking here is simply put. Where are we on coffee? Doing super fine on coffee. So this route should really just do. If we add coffee here, coffee, remove that one, and we add more cotton here. So cotton and cotton, go. But of course we need to look into that. I don't think I have any No, you are not that. Idle ships. I'm gonna assume I don't have any. I have the razor clamp somewhere. Okay, you know what? There we go. Accept that. You're sitting. Ah, right. You were the one that I bought. See, I know what the hell I'm doing. What are you trading? Absolutely nothing. Okay. Cool. But then we have to look into you. Well, actually, we can just remove you. There we go. Lovely. Oh, right. You need to offload those as well. Good. What are we complaining about here? Cannot be loaded. Storage is empty. Sure. But yeah, so you are gonna go and pick up a lot more cotton for the old world. But okay, hold on. Cape Trelawney, just as a final bit. Are we not there? Are we not producing enough fur coats? Is that what you're saying? We are producing enough fur coats. So was it the... Why were you lacking fur coats? Because you really should. Then we have the coffee situation again. I might have to add another ship to this route. Because well, we are coming in with coffee now. Wasn't I looking at this? I was looking at this. We are not shipping enough coffee. We need to add another as soon as I get one of my... Ooh, hello. Didn't I just finish a production of a character? Or an item? Yes, I did. So we need... I'm gonna end the episode with this then. The most fun bit of everything. A harbor building. We need a harbor master thingamabob here. And sadly, I've done all of this a bit weird and stupid, haven't I? I know why I'm lacking a lot of people. Because didn't I add That's not much. Okay, never mind. You are gonna have to sit here. It's a bit of a shame, but you're gonna have to sit here. I'm gonna add this. What else do we have? Public mooring, defense turrets, harbor, self-repair, active healing. You know what? Why the hell not? And then trading post and piers, harbor activity. You know what? That actually covers both of those. So I don't know exactly what activity means. Alright, it was this one. Every time passive trade happens at the trading post, there's a chance to gain 5 tons of weapons, dynamite, advanced weapons, or sales. I'm not doing any passive trade, though, I don't think. So
Ready for a challenge.
we'll see about that, I think. What are you? Are you doing? Fertilizer. From Goyati to Crown Falls. Okay, well, you didn't have any, I think. But yes, so now this is actually what this thing does is construction costs down and workforce needed down, which is lovely. So that just took away a few of those engineers that I was lacking. But hopefully in the next episode we'll come back with the engineers. It's a bit weird that they're lacking the fur coats. It's not weird that they're lacking the coffee. And then the medicine has been delivered, and then we have the regional mail. You know what? 2 things I want to do in the next episode. Back to New World. We're going to take a ship. We're going to load it up with a whole bunch of stuff. And we're going to make sure that the Garden of Sin produces a whole bunch of oil. And we can do that hopefully without building any sort of housing here, which would be great. That's one thing. And the other thing, I think it is time for us to do Adam Falls. Not only does it have a bit of oil that we can ship over to Crown Falls, that's lovely, but also, you know what, a lot of space to do a lot of stuff in, and one of those things, obviously, is going to be to do postal stuff for the regional mail, because we're struggling a bit with the regional mail. So I think we have some ideas, and none of that, what I just said, none of it has anything to do with the palace. Awesome. So, damn it. I have plans down here. I think that what we can do is move the bank here. I think that is not going to be a problem. We also have a bank down here. So, in fact, I mean, I kind of don't want to have the bank down here because it's too close to this bank. I'm going to have another bank at some point somewhere here. But if I do that, look at the space I have for a palace right here.
A competitor's island.
I think that is a very, very good idea. We shall see about that in the next episode. For now, though, this has been Ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.